Hello student, now we enter into the main part, that is numerical problems. Because in this topic, those students who are appearing for NEET and JEE mains or other competitive examinations conducted by state boards or central boards, this topic is utmost important, and most of the students is fear about the problems in physical chemistry. Dear students, my sincere request to you, problems is not to give you a problem. Problems are designed to better understand the topic or the concept. If you sincerely worked out these problems, you will feel very free to answer it, because the questions which arise or which are given in this solid state is very easy if you thoroughly follow it. And most of the students who are preparing for competitive examinations, what the thing they are wrongly doing is they are concentrating on objectives. First of all, you should do the textual problems or in-text problems. Now I am concentrating on it. Later we will solve the objective questions also. So before solving the objective questions, let us do the textual questions. These questions which I am going to discuss are given in CBSE textbook, and both in AP and Andhra and Telangana intermediate board examinations also. These textual problems are given in your text. So these problems will make us to understand the concept very clearly. So please afford time and follow my lectures. Now let us solve the first problem. In this problem, a compound is formed by two elements X and Y. One is anion and other one is cation. Now anion Y make up CCP, and certain X occupy certain cation X occupy all octahedral voids. What is its formula? So it is very easy problem, but of course if you are not understand the concept, it becomes a nightmare to you, but it is very easy problem. Now observe what is the structure it is. It is CCP. Whether it is CCP or HCP, don't worry, both will forms a face centered cube. Both will form a face centered cube. So you should know what is face centered cube. In face centered cube, what are the lattice sides? This is the face centered cube. So atoms are occupied 8 corners and 6 faces. And back one. Eight corners and 6 faces are filled. These are the lattice points of face centered cube. Whether it is a HCP or CCP, it makes no difference. It gives us face centered unit cell. In face centered unit cell, the first thing that you have to remember, how many atoms are accommodated in it. Here 8 corners and 6 faces are there. Corner atom contribute 1/8, so 8 corners, 8 into 1 by 8, that is equal to 1, and 6 faces contribute 6 into 1 by 2, that is equal to 3. Total number of atoms is 4. From this you have another information, that is voids. In any unit cell, remember, in any unit cell, number of octahedral voids is equal to number of atoms. number of tetrahedrides are double to the number of atoms. So here tetrahedrides, let it be TV. Tetrahedrides, since atoms are 4, tetrahedrides are 8. Since atoms are 4, octahedrides are 4. This is the information that was given by the term CCP. In any problem, a single term will give a lot of information. For any problem, this information is common. We are going to do so many problems. In all those problems, if unit cell is CCP or HCP, this information is common. Number of atoms are 4. Number of octahedrides are 4. Number of tetrahedrides are 8. Lattice points, 8 corners and 6 faces. This information is common for any problem in which unit cell is CCP or HCP. It's not a rocket science, just you can understand it now. If you are not study at all previous, just observe this. When CCP or HCP are given, it is a face centered unit cell. For a face centered unit cell, atoms or constituent particles are present at 8 corners and 6 faces. There are 4 octahedrides and 8 tetrahedrides are present in that crystal. Now let us come to the present problem. In present problem, a compound is formed by 2 elements X and Y. Anions Y make up the CCP. Anions Y make up the CCP. CCP means all lattice points were occupied by anions. Naturally, in any unit cell, anion is larger in size, cation is smaller in size. Naturally, anion will occupy all lattice sites. That means anions are present at 8 corners and 6 faces. So, number of anions that were present is equal to number of atoms, that is 4. So, Y, number of anions present in the unit cell is 4. And cation X occupy all octahedrides. Cation X occupies all octahedrides. Just now we discussed octahedrides are 4. So, number of cations are 4. So, they are in 4:4 ratio. 4:4 ratio. So, its formula is X, Y. Its formula is X, very simple. You are unnecessarily worrying about the problem. Just 1 minute is enough for you to do this problem. Even in the competitive examinations also, only this type of problems will come to you. But just some twisting is there. But if you understand it, or you interestingly, if you follow me, nearly I am going to explain you nearly 10 to 15 problems here. If you concentrate on these 15 problems, you can easily do any problem. You need not worry about the problems. Problems were given to better understand the concept. But if you neglect it, it becomes a nightmare for you. Now, let us go through the second problem. So, now let us observe the second problem. In a compound, atoms B form HCP lattice. This is most important. HCP lattice, and elements of A occupy 2/3 of tetrahedrides. What is its formula? In the previous problem, we have CCP structure. In present problem, we have HCP structure. Whether it is CCP or HCP, as I told previously, it makes a face centered cube. In a face centered cube, atoms lattice points are 8 corners and 6 faces. Lattice points are 8 corners and 6 faces. Now, in the present problem, atoms B form HCP. Atoms B form HCP. That means atoms belonging to B, element B, are present at 8 corners, 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom and 6 on the 6 faces. So, total number of atoms in this face centered cube is 8 into 1 by 8, 1 plus 6 into 1 by 2, 3, total 4. For a face centered cube, face atoms contributes half to this unit cell and half to the next other unit cell. Corner atom contributes 1/8 of its. So, total atoms per unit cell is equal to 4. This is common for any HCP or any CCP. So, number of atoms B are equal to 4. To get the formula, we should know the simple ratio of A and B. From it you will get the formula. Now, we are going to get that simple formula. Now, here what he is saying, element A occupies 2/3 of tetrahedral whites. 2/3 of tetrahedral whites. How many tetrahedral whites are there? Tetrahedral whites are double to the number of atoms. Tetrahedral whites are double to the number of atoms. Now, atom A occupies 2/3 of 8. That means 2/3 into 8, that is 16 by 3. So, number of atoms A are 2/3 of A, it is nothing but 16 by 3. That is atoms A are 16 by 3. So, now ratio of A is to B. 16 by 3 is to 4. LCM 3, then 16 is to 12. So, it is 4 is to 3. Simple ratio is 4 is to 3. Hence, the formula is A4 B3. The formula of the compound is A4 B3. So, very simple. Now, third problem, a cubic solid is made up of two elements A and B. Atoms of A are at corners of the cube and atoms of B are at edge center and body center. What is its formula? Now, here we have a cube. Now, what he is saying, atoms of A are at corners of the cube. How many corners are there? 8 corners. These are atoms of A. They are present at 8 corners. So, atoms of A are corners of the cube. Now, how many corners are there? 8 corners. So, 8 into 1 by 8, because corner atom contributes 1/8 to this unit cell. So, total number of A are equal to 1. So, A is equal to number of A atoms in a unit cell is 1. Now, atoms of B, and atoms of B are at edge center and body center. How many edges are there? There are 12 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Total 12 edges. 4 edges on the top, 4 edges on the bottom, 4 on 4 sides as 4 pillars. So, there are 12 edges. The edge atom contribute 1/4 to this unit cell, because that atom is shared by 4 adjacent unit cells. So, only 1/4 belong to this. So, there are 12 edges. So, B atoms occupy 12 edge centers. 12 into 1 by 4, that is equal to 3, and 1 body center also. The body center atom exclusive belongs to this atom. So, body center is 1. So, total number of B's are 4. So, number of atoms belonging to B is 4. Now, automatically the formula of the compound is AB4. Very simple. Just one thing is, problems are very simple. The problems are not to make a problem to you. Problems are designed to understand the concept in a better way. If you carefully observe my lessons, if you carefully spare some time, just 1 or 2 hours is enough. You will get more confidence on this topic, or else it will be a nightmare for you. It's very easy. Just see how it is. Just to understand the technical terms in it. Only thing that you have to remember, how many types of lattice structures. Mainly there are 14 Brevia structures, but when the case of problems, they will give us simple cube, body center, face center. Only these 3: simple cube, body center, face center. In simple cube, 8 corners. In body center, along with 8 corners, 1 body center atom. Face center cube, 8 corners and 6 faces. Sometimes they will give edges. By that way, you can calculate number of atoms per a unit cell. If you know the number of atoms per a unit cell, octahedral voids are equal to number of atoms. Tetrahedral voids are double to the number of atoms. Simple. If you have this knowledge, you can do any problem. Now, let us observe the next problem. Now, come to the next point, next problem. Listen it carefully. Oxide of a metal is in FCP structure. All oxide ions are at HCP array. Metal ions occupy 2/3 of octahedral voids. Now, it is HCP. HCP. HCP means hexagonal close packed structure. HCP means hexagonal close packed structure. It makes a face center cube. In a face center cube, the lattice points are at 8 corners and 6 face centers. So, all oxide ions are at HCP array. That means oxide ions are present at 8 corners and 6 faces. So, the number of oxide ions are 8 corners, 8 into it contributes 1/8. This is equal to 1, and 6 faces each contribute 1/2. So, total number of oxide ions in this unit cell is 4. Number of oxide ions is 4. Now, the number of octahedral voids is equal to number of atoms in a unit cell. That means octahedral voids are 4. Now, what is saying? Metal ions occupy 2/3 of octahedral voids. 2/3, 2/3. That means 8/3. So, number of metal ions, it may be +2 or -2, we do not know. After the formula only we are able to know, because since it is an oxide, we can say it is -2. Metal, it is not possible to decide whether it is +2 or +3 or +1. After formula only we can decide. So, I am writing here as N plus. So, metal ions are 8/3. Now, the simple ratio M plus N is to O minus 2 is 8/3 is to 4. It is 8 is to 12. 8 is to 12 means 2 is to 3. This is the simple ratio. So, the formula of the metal oxide is M2O3. It means it is a tripositive ion. See how it is. So, it is very easy. If you observe, it appears to be complicated, but the concepts are very simple concepts. One thing that you have to remember, what type of unit cell is this? Only 3 types. 3 types of unit cells are there. One is simple cube, face centered, body centered. Basing on that, you should know how many atoms are there. In a simple cube, only 1 atom is present for a unit cell. In a body center, 2 atoms are present. In a face center, you have 4 atoms. This is the simple thing that you have to remember. Then, number of octahedral voids are equal to number of particles. In simple cube, only 1 atom is there, 1 octahedral void, 2 tetrahedral voids. In body center, 2 atoms are there, so 2 octahedral voids and 4 tetrahedral voids. In a face center cube, or HCP or CCP, 4 atoms are there, so octahedrals are 4 and tetrahedrals are 8. This is the information that you keep it in your mind. It is very easy. So, in this problem, what they have given? It is a HCP, that means face centered cube. In face centered cube, what are the lattice points? Corners and face centers. So, anions completely occupy all HCP array. That means all lattice sites were filled by anions. So, 8 corners and 6 faces are filled by anions. So, the total number of anions, 8 corners each contribute 1/8. So, 8 into 1 by 8, 1. 6 faces, each 6 face atom contribute half. So, 6 into 1 by 2, 3. So, total number of anions in this is 4. Then cations, come to the cations. Cations occupy 2/3 of octahedral voids. 2/3 of total octahedral voids are 4. So, 2/3 means 8 by 3. So, the ratio of cation and anion is 8 by 3 is to 4 or 8 is to 12 or 2 is to 3 is the simple ratio. So, the formula of the compound is M2O3, 2 metal ions and 3 oxide ions. There are 2 is to 3 ratio. This is the formula of the compound. Very easy. Now, come to the 5th problem. An element has a body center cube structure with all edges 288 picometers. The density of the element is 7.2 grams per cc. How many atoms are present in 208 grams of the element? So, this problem is different from the previous 4 problems, but it is not so difficult. Just what it was given here. It is a body center cube. Body center cube contains 2 atoms. We know 8 corners, 8 into 1 by 8 and 1 at body center. The total number of atoms is 2. So, if the body center is given, that is the information. Next, another information is all edges are equal and this edge length is 288 picometers. This is also 288 picometer and this is also 288 picometer. This is another information that was given. If edge length was given, we can easily calculate its volume. And another thing, the density of this metal is 7.2 grams per cc. Density is 7.2 grams per cc. So, from this information, we have to calculate number of atoms present in 208 grams of this element. How many atoms are present in it? Okay. If you know the molecular weight, you can easily calculate it, but here the molecular weight is not given. From this information, you have to calculate the number of atoms present in 208 grams of the element. If you know the number of atoms, you can easily calculate even the molecular weight also you can calculate, because Avogadro number of molecular weight is its molecular weight. So, let us see one by one. Edge length A is equal to 288 picometers. Picometer means 288 into 10 to the power minus 12 meters. Picometer means 10 to the power minus 12. If you convert into centimeters, it will be 288 into 10 to the power minus 10 centimeters, or it will be 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeters. This is edge length. Now, volume of the cube. Volume of unit cell. Volume of unit cell is A cube, that is 2.88 whole cube, because A is 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 8. So, 10 to the power minus 8 whole cube. So, this will be 23.88 into 10 to the power minus 24 cc. This is the volume. This is volume of the unit cell. Density was given. Mass by density is volume. Mass by density is equal to mass by volume, or mass by density is equal to. So, mass of the substance is 208 grams, density is this. From this information you can calculate the number of unit cells. So, the number of unit cells is equal to mass of the substance by mass of the unit cell. So, here you have volume of the unit cell, here it is the density. So, number of unit cells mass of the substance by density of the substance. Now, how can you calculate mass of a unit cell? Because here mass is 208 grams. To get the number of unit cells, you should know mass of a single unit cell. So, density of the unit cell is 7.2 grams per cc and volume of the unit cell is this. From these two informations, density into mass, density into volume will gives us the mass, because density is equal to mass by volume. So, here we have density and volume. By this information you can get the mass of a unit cell. So, mass of a unit cell, mass of, no, I am not having space. Now, just I am going to rub this. So, now here from the information, side edge length is given 2.88 picometers. This will be equal to 288 into 10 to the power 12 meters, or it will be equal to 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeters. From this information, we are able to calculate the volume of the cube. Volume of the cube is 23.88 into 10 to the power minus 24 cc. Then density of the cube is equal to 7.2 grams per cc. From this information, we can calculate mass of the unit cell. Mass of a unit cell is density into volume, because density is mass by volume. So, mass is equal to density into volume. So, mass of unit cell is equal to 23.88 into 7.2. 20.88 into 10 to the power minus 24 into 7.2. So, on simplifying, the mass of a unit cell will be equal to 171.9 grams.